What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Shruti from Digital Empires, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to pick a profitable niche for your blog. I'm also going to be sharing the 5 most profitable blogging niches, so stay tuned until the end because there's a lot of interesting information packed in this video. But before we talk about exactly how to go about picking a profitable blogging niche, let's talk a little bit about why you actually need to have the right niche in the first place. So first things first, you actually want to have a blog that you can convert into a business in the long run, right? Even if you don't expect it to make 6 figures or 7 figures, you might just want to make an extra $500 a month or even $1,000 a month. And in order to do that, you need to make sure that you're picking the right niche from the onset itself instead of blogging for a couple of years and realizing that you effed up, right? The second reason why you want to make sure that you pick the right blogging niche is because you want to make sure that all of the time that you're spending on developing your blog is actually going to lead to something, right? You don't want to have a blog that you've had for a couple of years that makes $10 every now and then, because that just kind of beats the whole point of you doing this as a long-term sustainable career. The third reason why it matters for you to start a blog in the right niche is because of the cost involved in starting a blog. Now, traditionally, it's not as expensive to start a blog as, for example, it would be to start a brick and mortar business such as a cafe or a restaurant. However, even if it's just about spending $50 to $100, you don't want to keep spending that on 5 different topics before you realize what is the right niche for you, right? So my goal in this video is to help you avoid all of those pitfalls and actually start a blog in the right niche. So moving on to how can you actually pick a profitable niche for your blog. Now, I have a very simple framework for actually going about picking the right blogging niche, and this is simply called PDM. P stands for passion, D stands for depth, and M stands for monetization. Now, let me break that down for you. The first step or the first factor that you need to ensure that your blogging niche meets is passion. Now, passion can be a little bit overrated because without context, you can have so many different passions in your life, but that doesn't mean that all of them are profitable blogging ideas. For example, I am extremely passionate about astrology and tarot cards. That doesn't mean that there is a huge market out there for people who would actually pay me to blog about this. So what I mean here is that passion alone isn't enough to qualify a blogging niche for you. The next factor that you need to ensure that your blogging niche meets is depth. So how deep is this topic? This is where you need to figure out if the niche that you're picking is too narrow or too small of a niche to actually make a profitable living in the future off of it, right? So the question that you want to ask yourself is, how deep can I go in this niche? Can I write 500 blog posts on this topic? If the answer is no, then you need to rethink your niche strategy. Now, one example of this would be, for example, starting a blog which is reviewing dog games. Now, even though there is a huge audience, such as dog owners, who might be interested in this topic might be too narrow for you to actually make a long-lasting living online just from this niche itself. I'm sure that exceptions exist, but when you're starting a blog, especially when you're starting your first blog, you want to make sure that there's actually some level of depth in that niche, right? Now, factor number 3 is monetization, and some might argue that it's even the most important factor, especially when you want to have a blog which can one day make you a living or even become a full-time business for you. Now, what this simply means is when you pick a niche, you need to ask yourself, is this niche something that I can make money in? Are there people in this niche that are actually already making money? Are there influencers in this niche that actually are able to make a decent living online? The next question you want to ask yourself is, are there products and services that you could actually sell in future in this particular niche? And if the answer is no, then I have to tell you that this is probably not the right niche for you, because even though it is tempting to rely on passive income sources such as advertisements or affiliates or even sponsorships, they are not necessarily always in your control. The only income that you can control when it comes to money blogging is services and products, especially at the beginning. So you want to make sure that you actually pick a niche where you can actually offer some kind of products or services to begin with. Now, feel free to check out my top 5 ways to make money blogging video so that you can actually figure out what types of monetization methods could you use and you want to use for your blog going forward. So to sum it up, you need to pick a blogging niche which you're passionate about, which has a lot of depth in that niche, so you're sure that you can actually create a lot of information about it. And thirdly, it should be able to be monetized. So if you pick a niche which only meets 2 out of these 3 factors, then you're not going to be able to convert it into a living in the long run, or it's going to be much harder for you to actually make money online in the long run. So to give yourself the best chance to make money blogging in the long run, do make sure that you pick a niche which you're passionate about, that you can actually have in-depth articles about or write in-depth articles about, and that you also can monetize easily. So now you're probably wondering, Shruti, can you just tell me some of these niches that will actually make money and just, make it easy for me? Now, there is no blanket one size fits all. And of course, I say this out loud that just because I'm saying that these are more profitable niches doesn't mean that these are the only niches that are profitable. You can always go ahead, find a niche that's actually more profitable, is a creative field that nobody's explored before. But I'm going to share with you my top 5 blogging niches that I think are the best ideas to start right now. So the first niche, which I believe is extremely profitable, is health. Now think yoga, think fitness, think cardio, think workouts. Health is something that we all are really, really obsessed about, right? There are always people who are worried about how they could improve their health, or how could they lose weight, or how could they get more fit. Hence, it is a niche that is actually always going to be in demand and is a pretty evergreen niche when you think about it, right? It's also an excellent niche to actually monetize with affiliates and sponsorships, because there are so many products that you could promote and actually make money on in terms of commissions. There are also so many sponsorships out there for different health products that might be interested in sponsoring your blog once you have a decent following. So the next niche, which is also really popular and profitable, is food. Now think keto diets, think dieting, think vegan recipes, think all of the recipe blogs that you've ever come across, even for cocktails and different types of food and drink, which can actually be extremely profitable. Now traditionally, food bloggers make a lot of money through ads, but this is also a field where you can get a lot of sponsorships, where you can find a lot of affiliate products, and in general, a blog where you can actually even sell your own recipes and cookbooks and make money online. So this is again something which is a very, very profitable niche. The third niche, which I think is also extremely profitable, is relationships. So who here doesn't care about being in a relationship? Either you're actively looking for a relationship or not looking for a relationship, or no matter what your status is, there are always people who are going to be looking for ways to improve their relationship, find a partner, so on and so forth. So think dating, think counseling, think marriage. All of these topics are also excellent topics within the niche of relationships to make money online. Now, this is also an excellent niche to do well on ads, because the higher traffic that your website gets, especially when it comes to a hot topic in relationships, the more money you make through advertisements. The fourth profitable blogging niche that I have for you is money. Now, we all care about money. Money is a huge, huge aspect of our life. So even if you pick a small niche, which is, for example, on how to pick a credit card, or how to save money, how to budget, how to make sure that you don't actually go in debt again, all of these different topics which are within the category of money or personal finance are also an extremely profitable niche. Again, this is a niche that you can really rely on affiliate income, because all of the companies that actually promote their products and services in money are essentially banks or financial institutions which have a very large budget and a very high customer lifetime value, which means that each time someone actually clicks on your link and buys a product or a service in this niche, you tend to make a very high payout. Hence, it is again a lucrative niche, even though it is an extremely competitive niche. Now, the final niche that is my favorite niche out of all of these niches that I've told you is personal development. Personal development is huge. Think mindfulness, think meditation, think journaling. All of these things that come under the parameter of personal development, self-growth, life hacks is a huge, huge topic. We are all looking for ways to actually grow ourselves. We are looking for ways to be a bigger, a better version of ourselves. And this is why I think personal development is one of those niches which is going to be huge in the next couple of years. This is also a niche that I think is a little bit easier to stand out, because personal development by its very nature is a very personal field, right? So your take on personal development is bound to be very personal and different, whereas it might be a little bit different to actually differentiate yourself when you are in a money niche or when you are in a food niche. But it's a lot easier to differentiate yourself and stand out in the personal development niche, especially with all of us looking for ways to continuously improve ourselves. So I hope that you like this video. Let me know in the comments below which niche you finally picked for your blog. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next one.